Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Paul Reed and I'm a professional photographer. Today I just want to give you a bit of encouragement because I know that street photography can be really frustrating at times. It can be really tough whenever we go out there, and sometimes right throughout the day it feels as if we didn't get anything special that day. And I feel like this quite often. A lot of times I go out there and I can feel a bit down because maybe just those moments just don't seem to be happening. Sometimes it's a dull day, so you can't even chase the light. But really, to be present on the street is the most important thing. Just to be there, just to be wandering around and just really appreciating everything around you. Try not to try too hard, because sometimes we try so hard that we get this artistic mental block. So the other week I was in London and I was wandering around taking what I call all right pictures, and as you can see here, these photographs, they're okay. I'm putting in the work and I'm taking photographs of things or people that I think is interesting. But for me, it's the special moments that really keep me coming back to street photography or photography in general, really. I was taking this trip on the tube and this couple, they were just so sweet, and I just thought I need to take a photograph of this moment. And that was, I guess, the first real moment that I'd experienced where I thought, you know, that's something to be captured, that young love. So that was one where I thought, oh yeah, no, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that photograph. And then I came across these two girls where I just thought they looked incredible and they were smoking and they looked so cool. And I asked to take their portrait, and these are those portraits. And you know, if I wasn't out on the streets, I'd have never met them and I'd never got these portraits that I'm showing you. But the most special moment happened was whenever I least expected it. And I was at the Barbican and I was just wandering through there with my other half, Khadija, and we were just wandering, and then we saw this lone figure, this woman who was just kind of walking and retracing her steps, and it was kind of like an eerie feeling that was coming from this. And you know, I started to raise the camera to my eye. This is some video footage of that happening, and look, I'm sorry the quality is really bad. It was taken on Khadijah's phone, but she did video this moment when, and you know, I was just there ready with my camera to take a photo. Just as I raised the camera to my eye, the sun just blazed through from across the buildings, and the flare came across the camera and it caused this light that just seemed to light up this lone figure. And this image is so special to me. Now this photograph, look, it might not win any awards, and certainly when I put it onto Instagram, almost kind of thinking that everybody else is going to love it as much as what I love it, and it got very little attention. But for me, those are the moments. That's why we do street photography. That's why we're out there with the camera, because anything can happen. Anything can happen when we're out there. That's exciting, and I'm excited about going to London tomorrow. So I can't wait, because I'm going to be out there with my camera, and all of the moments that don't seem to add up to anything, all the moments that don't seem to matter, all of that is leading up to something special, a special moment that could happen at any time, and you're there with your camera to capture it. Thanks everybody for watching today. Don't forget, if you haven't got your Monochrome Madness Handbook, I've still got a load of these left, but I've had over 600 of them sold so far. This is your how-to guide on street photography, street portraits, and there's loads of inspirational images in there. I have a membership now for YouTube, so you can join my membership there if you really want to support the channel. And on there, I'm going to have lots of exclusive videos, lots of behind the scenes footage, and then also some tutorials and things like that. And I'm going to be dropping videos in that members area every single week. So that's worth joining. It's a £5 a month and it really helps the channel. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.